Hi, good evening. This is Lisbeth Shoho Tapuan. I'm a medical doctor in the Philippines, and here I'm promoting Trinity Care's Health Concierge. And tonight I'm featuring the Living Benefits Life Insurance. I call it the Life Living Benefit Awareness. Now, how does a medical doctor um, connect with the life insurance? Well, you know, as a medical doctor, we deal with life. We try to promote life. And life as a whole is not just physical. Like when I see patient, I deal with the patient in total because they're interconnected, the physical, the mental, and the spiritual, and now also the financial. Especially nowadays where finances is the main reason for stress. A lot of people during the pandemic uh, lose their mind. You know, they cannot. They become so overwhelmed with the financial problem that some of them end up uh, harming themselves to a point of death. You know, and let me tell you how I got into this. My friend Margie and Maricel, they're both from Austin. They introduced it to me like 4 years ago. Um, in that time, I was, busy with the clinic and doing taking care of my parents, um, and my husband too who is ill. Um, so I didn't really, really paid attention. So I just referred them to s- some some friends who are licensed insurance already. So, but Margie keeps on calling me, and one time invited me to their seminar, and that time in March, I it caught my attention with regards to the living benefits, which I think it's very important and very innovative for the national life insurance to thought of this living benefits where you can use your your death benefits when you need it, when you're critically ill, you know when when you're critical, you have chronic illness, you have injury, you know and what also strikes me is that you don't really have to be terminally ill. You know, you can be critically ill but not terminally ill. You know, and as I was informed that a lot of insurances, they only on terminal illness you have to be diagnosed to die in within 2 years, 24 months. But with this is about 12 months, and even stage 1 cancer, uh, your death benefits get accelerated. And then you also, when you get injured, you know you accelerate your death benefits, and you get to choose if you want lump sum or monthly, and you get up to 2% of your um, face value. you know and so this truck driver from Austin was receiving about $2,000 dollars a month till he recovers and go back to work. And I think that's very important. You know, a lot of people go um, work in companies that give benefits for protection, and so, and the same with this life insurance. You know, we, whether it's term or whole life, you get these living benefits. And this is just like an example. And these are some of the, you know, living benefits that is included, either term or permanent insurances, where they pay out the living benefit. I mean, the terminal illness, the chronic illness, critical injury. You get cash values even when it, you know, um, with your living benefits. And these living benefits, you you could have it too, even with your children. You know, so I think that's very important. You know, that's why we work, is so that to take care of our family, and so many other things here that are beneficial. Not, and of course, you leave some for your death benefits, and if you get better, then it still accumulates. You know, and you can use the money wherever you want. You know, either pay your bills, and if it's you're okay already, then you know you could use to spend for vacation. Or I know there's um, a nurse who who just had, I think, 2 months, and he discovered to have death, stage 2 cancer, and his and the death benefit got accelerated, and she got about 80%, which is pretty big. So let us go to, so they have this all list of great illness, chronic illness, that you can claim for the accelerated death benefits, you know, so that you can use the money. So, and these are some of the samples of the um, illnesses. And living benefits are available in children's life policy with no additional cost. Like it says, no family left behind. Excuse me. So this is the reason why I joined it, because people have to be aware of this, and so that they can make intelligent choices, beneficial choices. So I'm gonna go now because my voice is getting so raspy and I'm sleepy. I do this at night when the dogs are quiet, you know, because sometimes they get too sensitive. So even people just passing by, they start to bark. So anyway, I'll make some more video which is dealing in depth on this life insurance. And if you have any question, comment or send me a message. uh, and will gladly answer a question. And if I cannot, I'll get some of the expert, because I'm learning here, so I'm not an expert yet here. So I'm just, discussing just little that I can and I can relate to. So good night. God bless us all. Thank you.